everybody. It's 11 o'clock, Thursday, March 8th. You're joining Logical Excess, and it's the first week back from the extended um, crazy schedules that we've had at work here. And in my first opportunity, I'm coming back to The Witcher 3, Blood and Wine, and we're in episode 6. And let's get this underway.
I see you gather before me. Hungry, terrified.
Now, where the heck did we leave off? I don't even remember. All I know is that we were quest stopping in Toussaint. I don't even think we've made it to the capital city yet. All right, man, it just feels like it's been forever playing this game. I'm encumbered, and yeah, we're at Count Belladol's picnic. But I need to do something about this inventory problem. We'll make this simple. I was holding on to this blue gear because I didn't have a rare equivalent, but I feel like I'm probably going to loot a rare equivalent before the game's over, so we'll just go ahead and sell it here instead of always running back to the stash and trying to figure out what we have and what we don't have.
Hey, what's that?
Mind showing me your wares?
If he's got enough freaking gold. And he doesn't have enough gold now, so we need to repair our gear. Alright.
Craft something for me? I pay well.
I don't think I have anything for crafting. And if I do, it would be here. Glyphs and wards and whatnot. Okay. And I'm not really concerned about that right now. Let's see what he has in his shop. Does he have any crafting recipes? Well, he's got, look at this. He's got a lot of items for Roach. Greater Glyph of Axii. Let's go ahead and buy them. Yep. It was well worth the money. There's another Glyph of Quinn. Let's play a game of Gwent with this guy.
Gwent, interested in a round or two?
Start this game. He's playing the same. This is not going to be good. We're playing the same faction. Damn it. No spies. Alright. Time for the decoy. On dollar. Dollar right here. I pulled a spy. Damn, I pulled another spy. I got a medic. What the hell was that? Okay, he's bringing the big guns, huh? There we go. I wonder if I should throw this round. It's hard to tell. I don't have the card advantage right now. Okay, I think I got this. I should have it. Yeah, I got this. Just in case I don't have it, overkill.
Justin, jewel-encrusted galligaskins, the latest range.
Some cruisers got drafted into the cargo to weeks to hunt, never to return.
What are you looking at?
Wilds of Tucson like it.
Harbor innumerable fascinating scenes. Its picturesque meadows and untouched woodlands are home to one of the most dangerous species of Myriopida, this side of the Yoruba. The Beauclair centipede, as it's commonly called, is seen here, proudly displaying its remarkable chitin and calcium carbonate characters.
It's the ruins of
It's wonderful to meet the subject of the Baron's such an opportunity. Enjoy the exhibit.
Art is not life's bread and butter, but it's fruit and wine.
We'll buy bees. I'm a beekeeper, that is to say I was, until last year a mysterious plague wiped out all the bees in my hives, and I won't stoop to stealing the wild ones. If you've any bees for sale, I'd gladly buy them. Alois. Players of the one and only true Gwent wanted. That cocksucking Count Monnier insists on fucking up Gwent, so I've decided to say fuck him and organize a tournament of my own. I cannot promise you all Monnier's finery, for I ain't as rich as that bastard. You can be damn sure, however, that unlike at Monnier's, we'll play the one and only true Gwent with no shitty Skellige faction, Yaki Rafaberg. Missing horseshoe. I've lost a horseshoe. It was a good one, with these nice pointy caulks. Paid dearly for it in Belhaven. Don't make ones like it here. Return it to me and I'll give you a bottle of a fine vintage in gratitude. Marcel of Bazane. P.S. You'll have to bring it to me. I'm not too mobile on account of my horse missing a shoe and all. Announcement. The answer is no. DL. Looking for a damsel in to gain renown for a heroic deed. So if you know of a damsel in distress, let me know. I'd prefer one imprisoned in a tower by a giant, and I'd like her to be no older than myself, that is to say 20 summers. Oh, and she should be as slender as a reed. Hercule de la Massue. Hortense Vineyard closed until further notice. During an attack by hideous creatures resembling overgrown insects, the owners of Hortense Vineyard sustained serious injuries. As the threat is still present, Hortense Vineyard will be closed until further notice. Our sincerest apologies. Crap. Did not mean to do that.
The guards may do it so, but what? Where did you hear this? Welcome. Welcome.
Drink, food. What's the now?
Drink! Give me a drink!
Wait, don't tell me. You're that Duchess who knows the Witcher. Welcome to my humble establishment. What land do you hail from?
Been on the road so long, don't know how to answer that. Let's just say I'm from the north.
Ah, is it true what they say about the war, death, destruction all about?
Exaggerated. Not by much, though.
Oh, forgive my asking, but I family in Eddern, see? So I'm curious. But please, do tell me what I can do for you.
Mentioned you have a family in Eddern. Whereabout, if you don't mind my asking?
In Vengerberg?
Vengerberg.
You've been there, perhaps?
Yeah, number of times. It's the hometown of my... of someone very dear to me. At any rate, pretty town, Vengerberg. Also didn't suffer too much during the invasion, from what I know.
That is a relief to hear. A weight off my shoulders, I tell you.
Show me what you're selling?
Do I need Mandrake Cordial? I think technically I do, but I don't even know. Is it worth it? Because I don't think I have too many alchemy recipes to create at this point. Well, hey, it's nice to know they have both cordials, the Mandrake and the Cherry.
You play much Gwent? Up for a quick match, maybe?
Yeah, let's do some Gwent. Let's go with monsters. What the heck? Let's play Nilfgaard. Or she's playing Nilfgaard. Alright. Okay, he's slowly gaining a card advantage. If I destroy the strongest card of the battlefield, I will lose 9 points in the melee tier. Don't want to do that. I think I'm going to go ahead and throw one more card out on the front line. Vesemir. And I'm going to pass and let him do. Yeah. I'll see what these additional 4 cards he's gained does for him. So we're going to pass here. We've overwhelmed him by 25 points. And I've still got 7 cards in hand to play on the next round with a Scorch. Alright. Alright, I kind of expect him to go more on the... Obviously more on the... He's got to go on the offensive. He's got to win this round or he loses, basically. Throw the Griffin out. Alright, Scorch will not target special characters. I'll pass. He actually may win this. My front row up with just a 1 weather card. Yep, and he beat me. She beat me.
So nice to see you again. What do you need?
You play much, Gwent? Up for a quick match, maybe?
Let's go with the tried and true Northern Realms. That's good to know. Here we go. Spy with a decoy, but my ability is canceled. That's great. Spy. Decoy. Give him a spy. pass. Let me check my phone real quick. Excuse me. So now we're going to go all out. Let's throw down the specials. I'll go ahead and cover the front row. Strongest card in the battlefield is still his archer with 10. Oh, nope. Zeracanian. He'll lose 20 points if I use the Velamark. Whatever this is. Villain Tredemarath. But is that still the right play? Yeah, well. $50 crowns. Yeah. Let me go ahead and real quick manage the Gwent deck.
And her knights, what are they, chopped liver?
So that was it for the Northern Realms. Scoia'tael. Who we have? Alright, combat. I put Olgierd in here. Isengrim. Gaunter O'Dim, Elven Skirmisher. Gaunter O'Dim, Shiryu. Skellige. Pretty much everybody. Decoy. Alright. Geralt, Cirilla, Triss. Got a Druid Ermion. Alright, let's see what we have here. Put Olgierd in there. Necker, Ghoul, everything. Let's see. Olgierd. I think that's essentially it. Sweet. All right, we'll progress with the quest now. Count Belladol.
Both male and female Vauclair centipedes are formidable predators. The bees prefer to hunt in packs, yet the author of this extraordinary work was able to capture a lone specimen preparing to attack. Cast your eye on the hunter, who, though fully aware of the danger, wears a look of cold determination on his face as he awaits the optimal moment to strike.
Ah, Geralt, you're here. Wonderful. Come, please. I'm delighted to see you. I've a small gift for you, and I shan't let you refuse.
Thanks.
New item received, The White Wolf by Count Belladol.
Good crowd. You got a lot of friends. All of them seem to be fawning over your paintings, too.
Oh, when you have as much coin as I do, friends buzz around like flies on fresh meat. And they praise you to high heavens for each trip, burp and sneeze. Not all are lying sycophants, that's not what I mean. Just most, unfortunately.
Why bother? Why even invite them around?
I'm a man of enterprise. I must put my trade before any personal hatreds or sympathies. Besides, at times, I'll exhibit a completely failed painting, just to listen to them twist their tongues into knots, trying to find just the right superlatives to lather on smeared rubbish. Naturally, the more intent someone is to get into my good graces, the louder they praise my masterpiece. It's devilish fun, I tell you.
Talked to your guards back at the camp. Told me about Clarissa. Sorry to hear about her accident.
Thank you. Kind words that mean a great deal to me.
How's Clarissa these days? Probably can't wait for you to get back.
To get her gifts, you mean? I've dispatched 2 already. She'll not need to wait for my return. En route home, I mean to pass through Dol Blathana. They say one can see Sylvans there.
Yeah, actually happen to know one. Name's Torquay. He can be mean, but for the right fee, he'll do anything you ask.
Splendid. I thank you for the hint.
Tell him I send my regards. Nice meeting you. So long now.
Completed game, Big Game Hunter, and I received a new item. The White Wolf by Count Belladal. And completed quest, Big Game Hunter. Wherever it is. There it is. To refuse the invitation of a luminary such as Count Belladal would have been tactless. Thus, Geralt appeared at the nobleman's temporary residence at the appointed time. There he had an opportunity to view the paintings his host had produced based on the illusions he had captured during their excursions using the Paristissimic. Grateful for the excellent job the Witcher had done as his guide, the Count decided to additionally reward him, granting Geralt one of his works. And there we are. There we are. So we could go for the Gwent tournament. But we're not. We're going to go ahead and pursue. There's a lot of Gwent things here. Where is this here? Okay, it's not too far up the road here. Let's take a look at the Gwent. Yeah, we need to. Wow. I'm still almost always overwhelmed how much content is here.
What's wrong with you?
Okay, so the obtain is here. Okay. Corvo Bianco is right there. And we're in Francolar. Alright, we'll be departing. We're going to push the main quest forward. The Beast of Toussaint. We're going to Corvo Bianco and examine the body kept in its cellar. I had some green tea going. No, okay, it's finished over there. All right. Let's set a destination. There's an alchemist in the cave? Really? I've been here, I think. Haven't I been here? Oh, yeah. Yep. I've been here. I think that's where Count Belladol was, actually. Okay, let's set a destination at this bridge here. Yeah. And we'll call Roach here at this fork.
Move it. Come on. Faster.
Hit the world map. Let's pick a branch. Yeah.
Hey there.
You, hey, with the blades on your back. Help us. Look, monsters all about. You've the look of a knight.
Yes.
Over there,
Hard on the
monsters
nerves,
have
eh?
come.
That's why you're so great.
Salutations.
Didn't the quest marker... Oh, vineyard infestation. Okay, I knew something flashed up on the screen.
What, solve this?
Alright, what does our bestiary say about these damn things? Insect oil and Earden. Jesus.
Bastard.
Should be a monster nest here, right?
Giant centipede spawning ground. Should destroy it.
Where do these dudes go, man? I don't get any thanks. Oh, there's one coming up behind me, I think.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you. Okay. All right, dude.
Move it!
I think there was a treasure. Wasn't there a loot box here? Not a loot box. Not like Star Wars Battlefront loot box.
Why are
That
you
great
here,
would be
Witcher?
the end of me.
We,
I lost the game.
what's new, handsome knight?
Here we go. Why are you here, Witcher? I just helped you guys. Come on, dude.
Drink! Give me a drink!
I guess we'll go ahead and plot a course to the village.
Come on, Roach. Sounds of a fight. Have to hurry. Whoa there, Roach. Damn it. Killer must still be here. River Muck carried the body in his cart. In the cellar. Gotta be. Claw wounds from 5 separate claws, spread of a small human hand. River Muck carried the body in his cart. Claw wounds from 5 separate claws, spread of a small human hand. By man-like jaws, man-like, except for long fangs. Massacred by a vampire. Not an Ekimara, though, or a Fletter. Bruxa, gotta be. Busted
Bruxa.
ribs, blood from the ears. Took a solid hit. Killed with a single blow. Woman from the inn was wearing this coat.
Geralt failed to find the victim's body on the riverbank. It seemed the ducal guard had removed it to the cool cellars of the Corvo Bianco estate. Okay, let's read this Bruxa. Moondust, vampire oil, black blood, and Yrden. If you must travel through the woods, steer clear of any places where you can hear several different kinds of birds at once. That sound means you're entering a Bruxa's territory and can kiss your life farewell. Anonymous piece of advice. Fortunately for us all, Bruxa are rare creatures. Most live far from population centers where they care greatly for their own safety and make their lairs in places where they cannot be taken by surprise. Those who decide to live near men avoid crowds and emerge from their shelters only at night. When they do, one could almost mistake them for delayed travelers hurrying towards their night's lodging. Yet subtle details give them away: their close ties to birds, their piercing voices, and the breathtaking speed of their movements. Bruxa are far swifter and stronger than men, but their greatest asset is their ability to turn invisible. Bruxa dart about with uncanny speed, and with their power of invisibility they can easily confuse opponents and attack from behind. Thus, when fighting these vampires, the Moondust Bomb is a great aid. While it cannot eliminate the vampire's invisibility altogether, it can make it easier to track its motions. A generous smearing of vampire oil is also effective. Bruxa use their sharp claws to attack and can easily break through an opponent's guard by buffeting him with a hail of blows from all directions. They will try to bite their prey and drink its blood once it is weakened, so every witcher who expects to encounter such a monster should swallow a black blood potion beforehand. Bruxa are also known for their sonic attacks, which knock down and stun their prey.
Black blood and moon dust could be lifesavers.
Alright, this guy sounds like it's going to destroy me if I don't prepare. Toussaint Ducal Garban's armor. I'm going to drop some of this gear. I'm going to drop that. I'm going to drop anything that's not rare or better, like my rule of thumb was. Alright, let's potion up. We need cat. We don't need black blood just yet.
Footprints. Small, bare feet lead deeper into the cellar. Fell down the stairs, broke his neck. Hurled against the wall with great force. Took a lot of strength to batter this down. Used this to batter down the grate.
Jeez.
You. Saw you at the inn. I know what you are. Don't know why you killed these people, though. Clearly wasn't for their blood.
For jewelry?
We don't have to fight.
You are wrong.
I cannot let you leave.
Black blood. moon dust, black blood, moon dust, vampire oil, and Irden. Oh, crap.
Men to get to the body. What was she doing at the table, though?
The Bruxa of Corvo Bianco. The Bruxa of Corvo Bianco. The Bruxa that Geralt encountered and killed in self-defense at Corvo Bianco differed from other creatures of this sort. Firstly, it was more intelligent, capable of even articulating words in human language without much difficulty. What's more, this Bruxa was tied to the Beast, the mysterious murderer prowling Beauclair at the time. Fighting it presented Geralt with quite the challenge. Like other Bruxa, this one possessed strength and speed far above that of any human, could turn invisible, and could attack using a sonic wave. As is typical for all vampires, it sought to suck its victims' blood. This meant the usual defense against those creatures. The Black Blood Potion was an effective weapon against it, as were the Moondust Bomb and naturally the Witcher's trusty Silver Blade. And we have the mutilated body here. Disgusting.
Stinks. Waterlogged. Both hands amputated. Body was quartered just as I thought. Third hand. A spare? Except it's clearly not the victim's. Guardsmen must have not noticed it as they picked everything up. How's this possible? Still warm. Blood still flowing? Several monster species can regenerate. Never heard of that happening to their severed limbs, though. Or of their limbs seeming completely alive after so much time. Examine the tissue more closely later. Might learn something.
Unusual severed hand.
Body was chopped up after death. Blows struck with great force, but bones sliced through, not crushed. Creature that killed him had long claws, sharp as a witcher's blade. First sank its claws into the victim's heart. No Bruxa did this. Laid in water for some time. Head swollen, and something took a few bites out of it. Something in the throat. A pouch, Florins, several different provinces. If the murderer did this, means we're dealing with a sentient thinking beast. So, murderer was clearly a monster, but not a Bruxa. But then why'd the Bruxa come here for the severed hand? And who does the hand belong to? Why the hell's it still warm? Now, how it shoved down the victim's throat. What's the significance? And why was he chopped up into pieces? Lots of questions, no answers so far. Need to know about the other victims. I'll ask Palmerin to get me in to see the Duchess.
Find Palmerin and ask him to take you to the Duchess. Alas, something wicked had arrived at Corvo Bianco Vineyard. As the Witcher drew near the estate, yet was still at some distance, battle sounds reached his ears. On arriving, he saw the bodies of guardsmen murdered just moments before by Bruxa. The Witcher promptly defeated the vampiress, who was not the beast itself, but was clearly in league with it. Yet Geralt could not guess at the link between them, nor at the identity of the creature that had inspired the Bruxa's rampage through the vineyard. The Witcher needed information on the beast's previous victims. He supposed the Duchess might have this, and thus set off to find her. I did level. So let's take a look at my I think I have a potion to remove all potions, right? There we go. See if we can fast travel to Palmerin. We cannot. But we can take Roach there.
Whoa! Run, Roach.
Okay, so he will not go up there.
That's it, Roach.
Let's see. Oh crap, it's a tournament ground.
Giant belched forth a roar so horrid.
Was that truly necessary? And our knights were delivered to help.
But virtue always trumps fear. His friends at his side. No best foe. Please give them our spared this to the land.
Need to speak to the Duchess, urgently.
All right, you scamps. Story's done. Go find your parents.
But the Palmerin. What about the story of Riddick and the dragon?
They're tales for another time. But take a good look at the man who stands before you now. This is Geralt of Rivia, the master witcher who lent his valiant hand to the defeat of the giant Goliath.
Master Richard, is it true virtue always trumps villainy?
I gotta consider that the values of the culture here.
Yeah, virtue always wins.
But the Black Knight, he's a villain and he wins.
The cutter of Casteldaccia, too.
Moral victory, that's what counts.
Rubbish.
Now, that will do for questions. Go find your parents.
That was the wrong answer, huh?
Her Enlightened Highness has doubtless arrived at the tourney grounds to watch the battle in the arena. If we hurry, we'll be in time to speak with her before the spectacle begins.
Lead the way. Who's fighting? Nilfgaardian gladiators?
Close, but not quite. As you will soon see.
Holy crap. A freaking troll?
Someone's gonna fight a Shalmar with only some bells on its tail to confuse it, slow it down?
Whatever is the problem? The beast is a gift from the Emperor, no less.
This is dangerous. Bells on its tail aren't enough.
I saw a spectacle of the sort at the arena in Nuremberg. There, a knight with a Shalmar with bells on its tail.
Might have gotten lucky. Shalmar might have been lame. Who knows? Only a Witcher has a real chance against a healthy Shalmar. And that's not even every Witcher. Besides which, releasing a monster that dangerous in front of a crowd, plain irresponsible. Who's going to fight the beast?
Guillaume, the young man you met.
Yeah. Mentioned he'd promised his heart's captor a monster trophy.
Great love demands great sacrifices.
Let's go.
I dedicate my imminent victory to fair Lady Vivian.
It's begun. The fight shall have to end first. We must wait.
What the hell? This thing looks freaky as hell.
Got a bad feeling about this.
Oh crap. Uh-oh.
Damn it.
That's enough to break some ribs.
We have to help him.
Shalmar, Samum, Relic Doyle, and Ard. The Earth's innards are home to mighty strange and fearsome beasts. Were they ever to decide to ramble up to the surface, we'd all be gutted the very first day of the invasion. Ramos, Vindendrant, Mahakaman Foreman. Shalmar spend most of their lives deep underground, having no contact with the world up above. At times, however, a Shalmar will dig its way to the surface and devour any men within its reach. Some Shalmars also burrow tunnels close to the surface, collapsing buildings and causing tremors in the process. Since Shalmars are blind, they find their way by sensing vibrations and listening for sounds. Thus, the best tactic when fighting such a monster is to hurl something heavy or noisy against a nearby boulder or wall, then pray silently that the beast will roll toward the sound and knock itself out upon striking to the obstacle.
destruction and set fire to the wood. For nothing in this struggle can come to any good. The beast has been weighed by the gods. Soon the witches have triumphed against all odds. The witcher waited till the time was true, then 12 gods and fun spread their monster like food.
That stench.
But all who needs the monster's spurt, so the witcher wooed the Shelmar, then its power returned. Dive, flee, faint, its racers strike fame. Selma's eyes twinkle out, blood transforms into jelly.
How you like that, Silver?
The Shelmar lies defeated by Geralt of Rivia, master of the witchering trade. Behold, as the last gasps of life seep from the beast.
Glory.
Master Geralt, do what you must. Finish the deed!
It suffered enough.
The monster lies slain! The fight is done! Praised be the victors!
Guillaume.
The lad came damned close to dying.
I'm fine. Not hurt at all. Vivian?
Smile as befits a hero and keep silent. Speech clearly pains you. She approaches.
Geralt. We must talk. Vivian.
You shall talk later, in the middle.
Breathtaking.
Your Grace.
We knew that to summon you was a brilliant idea. We are delighted, ravished to have struck upon it.
And I'm truly honored.
See to our young hero. Hop, hop. For we must make off with Geralt. We should talk. We had been long awaiting your arrival. Had nearly lost hope. Then suddenly, that entrance, so spectacular.
Your Grace. Shelmars are dangerous creatures, even to knights in full-plate armor.
Nonsense. In Toussaint, knights have battled beasts for mere glory since time immemorial. True. Guillaume suffered a few bumps, scars, and bruises, but in return gained eternal glory as he who slew the monster.
What about the crowd? Say the Shelmar had vaulted into the stands. Would have been a massacre.
Geralt, though we value your fortuitous intervention in the arena, we would remind you your services have been retained, and as shall soon become clear, you will be generously compensated for completing another task altogether.
Your Grace, my contract. I'd like to discuss it.
Naturally, but not here. We shall need Damien. He led the investigation pending your arrival. But wherever could he be? Come, we must find him. Tell us, have you come alone? Or did Viscount Julian accompany you?
Wish to see Dandelion, Your Grace?
Yes. I mean, no. Yes. But solely to tell him we regret. Yes, deeply regret rescinding the death sentence we so justly handed down upon him. If we could turn back time, we would make certain he sat in a tower till he rotted. No, we would ensure he was broken on the wheel, then drawn, hanged, and quartered.
Jeez.
Ah, the very man we would entrust with these tasks. Damien de la Tour, captain of my personal guard.
Your Grace. Witcher.
Greetings. Sorry to have to tell you, but the guardsman handling the last victim's body...
I know already. The creature in the cellar of Corvo Bianco. Was it the beast?
No. A Bruxa, a kind of vampire. Not the beast, but tied to it in some way.
You know this how?
Through careful analysis of the evidence, both on the riverbank and at Corvo Bianco.
Do you mean to insinuate the investigation thus far has been sloppy?
Geralt insinuates nothing of the sort. We must listen to him attentively.
I examined the body of the beast's last victim. Might have found something. Need to analyze it. A quiet place, that's what I could use most right now. And maybe the help of an alchemist or a mage. Also like to hear all you know about the previous victims. Take it Sir de la Tour is my man for that.
Firstly, call me Damien, please. Secondly, you should know I spoke against summoning you here. I've heard much about you. You bring trouble, or thus far have, always. And we've enough trouble as it is. Yet we are capable of defeating the beast on our own, without an outsider's help. I've no doubt about it.
Damien, we settled the matter of the Witcher's employ some time past. Definitively. Since you have broached it nonetheless, let us discuss Geralt's pay. Are the legends true? Do Witchers usually demand that which you find at home, yet did not expect?
That which you find at home, yet did not expect. Yes.
Yes, Your Grace. The law of surprise. Time-honored.
We shall be content. The surprises we encounter on a daily basis would be of no value to one such as you. What awaits at the palace are edicts to sign and portraits of suitors from far-off lands. I fear you would find little use for either. Thus, we've decided you shall receive the deed to a vineyard,
Cool.
Corvo Bianco, and the sum of coin. You will doubtless consider this adequate. Title to the vineyard shall be given to you at once. Surely you'll need lodgings while you hunt. The coin, however, will be yours only once you have slain the beast.
Lovely, generous gesture, Your Grace. But Corvo Bianco, isn't it the Duchy's temporary morgue?
Is it now? The Chancellery's bungled things again, we fear. Not to be left unsupervised for one instant. Yet, in its mood, a morgue should present minimal problems to a Witcher. What's more, nothing enhances a wine's reputation better than a grim legend.
Thank you, Your Grace. I accept the contract, of course. But as I said before, I'll need some information. How'd it start? Who was the first victim?
Crespi was the first to die. He was famed once for his many glorious tournament victories. Then he grew old, hung up his sword, and took to winemaking.
Crespi was not loved by the wine merchants. He was ruthless in business and thought to cheat many a time. He asked us for a dispensation from all court ceremonies. We did not grant it. We could not. Once you've taken the oath of a knight, you remain a knight till death.
How'd he die? Where'd they find the body?
Quite unusual, the circumstance. He was at a feast when suddenly one of his fellow feastgoers noticed he was missing. The town watch found him an hour later. On his hands and knees, propped against the town pillory, his sword hanging from his neck. He had died of wounds inflicted with claws, not a weapon. Blows of great force.
So he died suddenly, but the body was on its knees, meaning someone posed it.
So it seems.
Second murder. Tell me what you know.
In the city there are certain nooks. No one reasonable ventures there after dark. Ramon Dulac's corpse was found in one such place. With the first murder, terror gripped the city. Its inhabitants grew wary, kept to safe areas. Consequently, news of the second victim came to us from a group of concerned cut-purses.
Criminals fear the beast? Telling in a way. Take it you've excluded the possibility that Ramon died at the hands of these bandits.
Do you believe me an amateur? Not hands, but claws killed Ramon Dulac. The wound was deep, clean.
His body was found in the gutter, dressed in nightshirt and cap, a pillow placed under his head, and his sword replaced by a bed warmer. Ramon Dulac, a knight who but a dozen years past was an advisor to our father, the Duke.
Someone went to a lot of trouble to make him look ridiculous. Maybe revenge was the motive.
It's not out of the question. Dulac had shady dealings with the criminal underworld, but no one ever came forth with concrete proof of any misdoings.
So, first two victims were knights, best years behind them.
The same could be said of the third. Sir Delacroix was wont to claim that in modern times knights face new challenges, enterprise being the latest addition to the chivalric virtues.
He made a veritable fortune in the grain trade. Palmerin even nicknamed him Sir de la Stinchi.
Found a coin pouch on his body. Contained florins dating from various times, hailing from different provinces of the Empire.
Delacroix loved coin, true, but had no patience for numismatics.
Lots of similarities between the victims. All the bodies were found in strange places under extraordinary circumstances. Seems the murderer, whoever or whatever it is, has some meaning to convey.
These were honorable men. We are horrified by the disdain, the disrespect with which they were treated. These were knights of Toussaint. Blast it.
Might be the point. From what you say, none was a model of virtue. Ever considered that's what the beast's trying to draw attention to?
All the murdered men were knights who swore fealty to the 5 chivalric virtues. And even if the...
Knights of Toussaint swear fealty to what virtues exactly?
Jeez.
Honor, wisdom, generosity, valor, and compassion.
5 virtues. Why are they so important to your knights?
Strange question.
Your Grace, forgive me. I'm a foreigner trying to understand another land's customs.
You are forgiven. According to legend, the virtues we cultivate were bestowed upon us by the Lady of the Lake. How we truly came to espouse them, none remember. In Toussaint, we believe men of low birth should be simple-hearted and obedient. We expect much more, however, of our knights. They are to be soldiers and courtiers, lords and servants. Thus, the need for clear moral guidelines. At the time of his dubbing, a knight vows to demonstrate throughout his life honor, wisdom, generosity, valor, and compassion.
Beast seems to be pointing up moral decay, denouncing it. Victims were all humiliated. Might have been murdered to emphasize their lack of specific chivalric virtues.
Honor compromised by the pillory. Wisdom by ridicule. Generosity by a coin pouch shoved down a throat. It seems to fit, true, though not perfectly.
Can't discount the theory if it's on the lips of everyone in town. Say our reasoning's right. Next murder will be just as showy and denounce the victim's lack of the 4th virtue, valor. We can also assume that victim will be an elder knight.
Let's think.
Seems like the movie Seven.
All the knights are either at the tourney grounds or in the palace gardens. Our annual hare hunt shall begin there shortly. Have you heard of the custom?
Milton mentioned something. Seemed excited to prance around in a bunny costume. Not sure why. Hang on. Strange circumstances. A knight advanced in years. The famed cowardice of rabbits.
Could it be that simple? Is Milton de Peyrac Peyren the next victim?
Milton also knew Delacroix. Told me so down by the river.
Damien! To miss something so obvious. De Peyrac Peyren, Crespi, Delacroix, and Delac formed a knightly team. It was years ago, but...
They were a team?
They were close friends, tightly knit, and as such earned the trust of our father, the Duke. We often witnessed him turn to them with delicate matters. Later, their paths diverged.
Unlikely to be a coincidence. Beast must know it too. It's a lead, I'm sure. Your Grace, we need to find Milton. Immediately.
Rather problematic. You see, the garden entertainments are due to start, and he's disguised as the hare, hiding somewhere, waiting for some tipsy courtiers to find him. The hare's hiding place is a carefully guarded secret.
We must call off the game, at once.
First and foremost, we must remain calm. Damien, order the garden searched immediately, but discreetly. By no means can we disrupt the festivities. Panic will only incite the beast to strike sooner. And you, Witcher, follow me. My gardens, my night, I shall take the fall. A murder is out of the question. I will not allow it. Not near my palace. Horses? Ready our horses!
Uh-oh.
Your Grace!
Thought she stepped in something. Oh, she's getting ready to ride.
What the hell? Why, I should... Your Highness, I...
Mind it doesn't get wrinkled. Onward! Hey! That is silk! Be careful! Give it to me!
Anna Henrietta's time was precious. To get an audience with her was never an easy feat, even more so in those days as the Duchess was overseeing a chivalric tourney playing out on tourney grounds outside the walls of Toussaint's capital. Yet in the end, Geralt faced the one who had summoned him as they related what each had learned about the beast, thus pooling their knowledge and hypotheses. They deduced the likely identity of its next victim, who could very well prove to be Milton de Peyrac Peyren. Deed to Corvo Bianco, we, Anna Henrietta, by the grace of the gods, Duchess of Toussaint, do hereby grant Geralt of Rivia crest of the bridge, the lands belonging to the estate of Corvo Bianco, together with all goods and chattel found thereon. Furthermore, Geralt of Rivia now becomes the owner of the estate and swears to see to its care and upkeep. He is to make it fertile and beautiful, and shall enrich himself from the harvest that the land provides, for his own glory and the glory of Toussaint. Let it be known to all and sundry that in our fair domain deeds of beauty shall never go unrewarded, and the land shall never lie fallow. For both deeds and land exist to bear good fruit. Her illustrious grace, Anna Henrietta. Hjalmar from the Emperor of Nilfgaard. Gladiator fights in Nilfgaard. Usually the fighters are slaves, specially trained for this purpose, yet at times the arena masters pit humans against monsters. The Hjalmar Geralt had to fight in the tourney grounds was a present from the Emperor to his relative, Duchess Anna Henrietta. It had been caught while young and prepared for its ultimate purpose by Nilfgaardian trainers. That does not mean it was tame, however. In fact, its wildness and inborn ferocity had not been dulled one whit. Like all creatures of its species, it was blind but could unerringly pinpoint its opponent's locations using echolocation. The Hjalmar had thick armor and near impenetrable skin. It could also roll into a ball and charge its opponents. Its underbelly, however, was relatively vulnerable and became exposed when its charge failed. In the end, though, the fight was long and difficult. Geralt defeated the Hjalmar, and when the Duchess called from the stands for him to finish the beast off, he duly dealt the final blow. Damien de la Tour. One of the people Geralt encountered at the Beauclair court was Captain Damien de la Tour. The captain of the Ducal Guard, he was absolutely and unconditionally, to say unthinkingly would be unfair, yet not entirely inaccurate, devoted to his position and worshipped the ground the Duchess walked on. If you want my personal opinion, he was most definitely besotted with her. He came across as a typical soldier, i.e. a thick-headed lackey who, seeing Geralt, immediately decided he must prove who had the more massive unmentionables. Geralt treated this challenge with dispassionate superiority, yet accepted it nevertheless, and in doing so earned himself another enemy. Guillaume de l'Enfant. Getting himself into trouble clearly counted among Guillaume's favorite hobbies. The second time Geralt met him, he had to rescue the knight from an enraged Hjalmar, trying his best to rip him to shreds in a packed arena. Wounded yet grateful, Guillaume asked the Witcher to meet with him about a very urgent matter.
Your Grace seems right at home in the saddle.
Let's go.
Anna Henrietta, if this world has ever known a ruler who enjoyed the absolute admiration of her subjects without the need for systematic repression, or a particularly cruel hangman, it was, without a doubt, the sovereign of Toussaint, Duchess Anna Henrietta. Called Anna Henrietta by those who know her well, she was the widow of the late lamented Duke Raymond, and one-time lover of a very famous and talented artist who preferred to remain anonymous. A few years prior, when the Witcher and a band of friends were visiting Toussaint, Anna Henrietta had the pleasure of meeting Geralt of Rivia when a mysterious beast began attacking her courtiers. The Duchess thus knew exactly whom to summon. While searching for the beast, the Duchess proved that when the need arose, she was able to throw off the chains of convention and get her hands dirty with direct action alongside the Witcher, even if she had to do so in a state of relative dishabille.
Hurry.
We must go to where the game is being held. The participants must find a unicorn's horn, a golden fish, and a phoenix egg. With these in hand, they can deduce where the hare, Milton, hides.
Mean we need to find those things too?
We've no other option, but time is of the essence, so we shall have to bring them.
Damn, I was actually looking to take a break here because we're already 2 hours into the stream.
On second thought, through here. I shall show you where the hunt plays out. Then we will split up. You will get hold of the unicorn horn and the golden fish, while I nab the phoenix egg. That will be quickest.
Golden fish. Do I need a rod or a net?
Please, Geralt. It's not a real fish. Look there, towards the water. See the lights? The hunters are trying to hook the fish from boats. You must simply dive in and find it.
The unicorn. How do I catch it?
It's terribly skittish, true, but I'm sure you will find a way to earn its trust. It runs around, over there, look. The golden fish and the horn both contain things or clues that will help us find Milton. Once you have fish and horn, find me among the other Phoenix Egg hunters. All clear? Then let's get to it. We've no time to lose.
Fiorano of the 1290 vintage. I do encourage you to try it.
Well, oh well, oh well. Let's see here. Where are we now on the map? Cool, I have a stash. Alright. Alright, folks. Hour 53 minutes in. pushing the time here a little bit. It's 1 o'clock. Perfect time to stop, get some lunch. Got some laundry to put on. Some text messages to check and phone calls to check. But really cool setup into a cool, interesting new quest. Very kind of reminiscent of the movie 7. Actually looking forward to playing through it. Every angle of this game has been impressive so far, and you know, just interesting to play through. So this is kind of a long weekend for me, but I do have a couple of get-togethers to go to. I have 2 parties, basically, over the next couple days. So I'm not sure if I'll be streaming again anytime soon. I'll probably be out of here this afternoon, heading back home. So I'll pick this back up next weekend, possibly. Scheduling at work should be back to normal, and I should have more free time on my hands on the weekend. So all in all, really cool. Catch you the next one. This has been episode number 6. We'll catch it in episode number 7 on the follow-up. Peace out.